Sorry.
Yeah, I think this is the idea. Rich, over Ghana football more. There's no inspiring story. I change the no. I was a woman story and she was crying.
From Accra Great Olympics and near Omuko relegation.
Yeah.
Has the who be come. Has a kofane by now he's the number one.
Yes, and you'll be going to the World Cup, CBB and Sia. Rich, that is the story. It's so inspiring.
Sure.
Beyond BBR. Rich, a World Cup ni nyina pese ko. Na enra on your continent, you know, there were a lot of games a so your continent so. Now the M1 year, Morocco qualified to the World Cup as the first African country. But Rich, they still went to Zambia and beat them 2-0.
Qualify. But then come more draw cry.
Obuko show 2-0. Mozambique won. Tunisia so one of the countries from Africa almost were Jomo tickets and 1-0. And now Obuko share now. Obante share goal against Equatorial Guinea no. But share Nigeria because say Tunisia so the second African country almost qualify echo the World Cup. Guinea-Bissau 2-0 against Djibouti. Algeria echo Guinea. Obia and Shebi ewo. Then Uganda 2, Somalia 0, Malawi and Liberia ebo 2-2. Again when Liberia for LED 2-0. And Enra Chad Equator the Kanye now Madagascar show by 3-1. Libya Eswatini 2-1. Rich, who is the coach of Libya? Aliou Cisse. Senegal Aliou Cisse. Yes. Omo pamo no. Rich, wakweshe Libya. Okwa we kweshe Angola. And 1-0. And wakwetine fi no wakweshe Eswatini 2-0. But the biggest one the last one no. Ghana against Mali Enra. Yes, Mali found by 1-0. How did the game play out? Rich, I'm not be kind. Sir, under Tom Selford, no, Mali team no, ako a typical 4-4-2. And this was the Mali team, Omudi Eriamu, younger for goalkeeper Feni Diara, a back four of Dukure, Dante Fofana, and Adiakite. Then Uben Finfiwa, Obo Dumbia on the left, Koulibaly on the right, then Dien, and no Obo captains Ambano, and Mohamed Kamara, and partner, and middle of the pack, and Finfiwa, then Sina Yoko, and in Yakate, and a topping as two tops, and the Emma Tima, your friend Mali. So you put Mali on the tactical board, and Rich, this is what you get, a typical 4-4-2. Changes to be any a ornament. That is how Mali decided to start on the game of 4-4-2. Said and I are predicting now. The entire what to say, Tom Selleck, Eka say, said the young Ghana are putting a game, no, a surprising, no. I say, Rich, he came to the game just as we know him. Oba game him said he knew na 4-4-2 na. But Rich, he was expecting a 4-2-3-1 Ghana, a 4-3-3 Ghana, simply because now Ojini said, "You gave me a combo against Chad." No, any results now, side game would have pushed the Ghanaian to come into this game with the mentality said, "At all costs we must win." But when who said, "At all costs we must win," no, probably will not come say, "Yeah, the more frontline football and do proper offensive play." Rich, your lineup in the bar, na this lineup with a three back. And me so say Tom Selford, so when we did and say the three back, na baba na ye kwa won share from hu ya, then he didn't do a good job. Because Ghana ko Bamako share Mali 2-1. We played in a three back. Ghana against Nigeria. In that crucial game in the World Cup playoff, we played in a three back. And to say when we need Otto, say in crucial games where you need to find the balance of defending very, very well and still getting something out of the game, Otto at the three backer. Then Tom, so Obaka said he was surprised. Maybe when Mali FAO Rich, I will question him for being surprised. Say he called this lineup. Now you put the Ghanaian lineup on the tactical board and Rich, then is what you get. Send a predict a 3-4-3. A 3-4-3. Into 3 back. Come on. With wingers and attackers. Come on. So that is how Ghana approach annual game, you know. Goalkeeper Benjamin Asare, a 3 back of Jonas Ajete on the right, Jiku, the captain general, in the middle, then Salisu Sariki on the left, then your 2 wing backs of Calibri Yenchi on the right, Gideon Mensah on the left, then Kwesi Zibo and Thomas Terpate in the middle, then your front three, Kudus on the right, Semenyo on the left with Jordan Ayew as a leading striker. Now, Rich, and Rebecca, me catch you say, this formation of Ghana, it is so suited to deal with any threat via Mali for the Edinburgh game. First of all, say you have 3 centre backs our team anymore. 2 of them takes care of Mali for 2 top now bono. See the we will always have extra centre back that will sweep our machi kama. And you said no somewhere throughout the game. Salisu was doing the man marking. Jonas Ajete was doing the man marking. Then Jiku was always alert. Say no to take after the partners and dealing with the 2 top of the Malians now. He comes in and pick it up. That is the reason why throughout the game, even though Mali were more possessive, they couldn't create too much of a threat, especially say Bona to form a defensive area. They are threatening our goal post. It was because the 3 back were outnumbered the 2 top of Team FN Mali. Now, Rich, again, I said it and I said, what 3 back SMA, the freedom of your wing backs, to deal 1v1 with the wingers of the Mali team. And he said, no, so where? Calibri Yenchi and Gideon Mensah, super on stopping the flanks. There were sometimes they lost concentration, and I said, Omuko Kemu, Emma Boni to Machidie. But throughout the game, predominantly, Rich, they were able to stop Mali from attacking us from the flanks. Now there was something and then the committee will become so probably the person was not paying a particular attention. Rich, so share. You 2 wing backs, na Calibrianchi a movie pa. But let give you a mention kosa. It was simply because anyone catch you say in transitions we will expect Yenchi because I am natural midfielder to have more obetimi the ball now progress obetimi call him because naturally I am midfielder. So yes sir in these areas sir. What it means is that it pushes Jonas Ajete on the right, bring Jiku, add Salisu, then bring Gideon Mensah here in a decoy 4 back in transitions. Say Yenchi Ejibono, now I ain't say Obe overloaded with Abante and Mohamed Kudus on the right. So we had this rotation pa one and the you could see Yenchi Bape na Jonas Dinechi who obiam kakra na Jiku akosoro kakra na Salisu akọ kakra na Gideon Mensah the same na enya a back 4 to take care of the defense whilst we go on with the attack. See Lucifer on the penna, Gideon comes, Salisu comes, Jikuba na Jonaba na Kalabasa be say the position. Now Rich, Enra, minimum some observing Sadio we are. Instead of Jordan staying at the top, it was Semenyo and now at the top with Jordan playing on the left. And without the ball, and that is why I talk about team play and your technical team, getting the players to play the way they wanted to play. Rich, without the ball, I saw Jordan running into shape on the left hand side, Kudus running into shape on your right hand side, so that we become so compact. The simple reason, and they say, Rich, they didn't want to leave your wing backs, 1v1 with Mali wingers. They wanted to help them to defend. It is all without the ball. There were a lot of work being done by Kudus and Jordan Ayew defensive wise. Now, CIS Adiana, Rich, what it means is that we leave Antoine Semenyo to press the center half. So goalkeeper no pass the ball number 5 now, run the corner so pass the ball no Emma center backs now, run the corner so. And I think that is the tactical reason why I reach more Jordan at the top, name on your ball Antoine Semenyo, because he is very, very good when it comes to pressing the opponent, then Abrantia for Jordan. So that Jordan's job will be always to keep us in shape. Now, Rich, with the ball, your front trainer didn't give too much in terms of say doing consistent attacks. But a few times Kudus and Jordan got onto the ball, Rich, you could clearly see the plan was hold on to it. Now Emma your wing backs and join them so that we have the numbers. Then we will leave Zibo alone. Now Patenso back doing a box to box, so you will be in a box defense, you will be in your box in offensive play and give you numbers. It is in your ball need to look at a whether Jordan or Kudus, they hold on to the ball for Partey to join. Your two wing backs need to join. Then Abrantia and Antoine Semenyo to make the move. Rich, we were able to practice this, perfect it, do the regime within the play, to get the results now. Now let me say this, Rich, maybe about Barcelona new, me a true and true Johan Cruyff, Pep Guardiola, Xavi, Iniesta boy, and I appreciate nice football. I appreciate nice football, pa. Any bar more than Obi argument say, why are you saying Otto is okay? Mimi Proboy from Poche. But Rich, one day I was listening to Josie. Then Josie said one thing. I say, in football, I think he was speaking to coach's voice. I say, in football, there are two ways to dominate play. You can dominate play with possession. So you are dominating it. You can also dominate play without possession. Only when opponents, even on no possession, ain't penetrating to hurt you. Now, Rich, let me ask you. And you are throughout the game, 90 minutes. See, I can say per minute volumes. 90 minutes, a month chebu baina. Who feel say even though Mali they dominate, Charlie, they are penetrating us. They are scary. Or making us say anytime. Rich.
And now me win your boy in the game. Now me catch and say, oh, Malians now. Our game plan is very simple. Yen city deep. Yen titan kofo ne yen counter bi ane abo to make back. And clearly, so I'm born no ntimi emfa born no kran bae. And they boy na Mali boy.
Simply because, Rich, we were stopping them on their tracks. Even though we don't want possession, but our shape was so excellent. Say, in Tokyo, there are no spaces within us for them to be able to build and win against us. Now, Rich, Ubejedi said, in 2025, every international break bia Bobia Blasters Abobia we scored from set pieces.
Okay.
Every game. And see, first of all, me bought your Blasters technical team in Abaso. But Rich, the number one praise goes to this guy. And go for me brain nimuno. Your friend Gregory de Gauze of Belgium. Rich, or you're one of your video analysts, and on your coach in charge of set pieces. Say any Ghanaian be a so be observant. Since I revamp your technical team, Rich, set pieces. Say ye defend you. Say ye near Kwako show. We've improved a lot under Gregory, and he is the guy. Or yes, said the Belgium. Now, Rich, special mentions Rich. No wonder Otto went to the press conference and called him the warrior. And me a GM in them.
In first game.
I thought he was new. He will be shy. But Rich, this guy was just a crow from street boy hamper. So much energetic. And Bobo Papa. And ahead here, Sabbath friend. Then to Jacob Mohammed Buffon. Rich, Benjamin Asare needs a special mention on any platform on this Castle Blasters. And then for me general, Abentia from Alexander Jiku.
Okay.
In the second half, go for no crossing ball from your right hand side of your defense. Cross number ye energy cushion or clear ball. Or clear ball, we are most all shout to say we are not tight enough. And our phone so we should be tight enough. Rich, I was so impressed with Alexander Jiku. And you made no Jordan or something there. You remember the candidate, but Rich, I think say the Blasters did very, very well.
Okay.
And he say comfortably, you say countries to qualify Echo World Cup Rich. Ya be home pa. And on the 5th of December, Rich, our the Kennedy Center of Washington DC, say yeah draw now. We hope say over Port 4. Now there will be Ghana in there to be part of the World Cup draw now for 2026. And kudos to the Blasters. We played very, very well. We did what we were supposed to do, and results no etimi ako ede amaye. In Ghana for Rich, we also prayed. Yes, supported team from wherever we are, and we make sure say results etimi ako ede amaye. Rich.
Me be lines 3220 A3 A1 A3 A2 A35 A3